Today we are going to learn something very important in maths. It is called order of operations. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why we solve problems in a certain order. One thing you should ask yourself is why this rule exists. The very first thing we know, for example, if you are given a question, let's say 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2. This is a very simple expression. 3 plus 4 times 2. In this question, you may want to ask yourself, should we do the addition first or do we do multiplication first? We have two different math operations here. Let's solve it using these two methods. Someone may want to add first. If someone decides to add first, you get an answer like this. 3 plus 4, which is 7. Now multiply by 2 to give you 14. This is someone who wants to add first. Another may choose to multiply first. The same question, 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2. He will choose to multiply these two first. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. You add 8 plus 3, 11. We have two different answers. One is 14 and the other is 11. So who is correct? So for this case, there is a general universal agreement that in maths, that rule is called what? Order of operation. And that is PEMDAS. What does PEMDAS stand for? P is for parenthesis or brackets. So you may have seen questions that have this open and closed symbol. We call them parenthesis, or in other words, bracket 2. E stands for exponents. Exponents. You may have seen questions like this. Something to a certain power, let's say n, which is another way of multiplying repeatedly, a number multiplied repeatedly. So this is telling us that what? X multiplied by itself n number of times. The next order, which is M. M stands for multiplication. Multiplication has this symbol, X. The next on our list is division. Division with this symbol. The next is addition. Addition. And the next symbol, S. S is for subtraction. So this is what PEMDAS stands for. P for parenthesis, which is what? Another way of saying bracket. E for exponent, anything that has power or raised to a certain exponent or power. M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, S for subtraction. So we follow this order one after the other. In PEMDAS, this order should be followed every time. But there's something important. Multiplication and division are equal. When we have that alone in a question, we go from left to right. So that part may confuse students. We'll also get to that. So the first we'll do is what? Our parenthesis. If we have a question that contains brackets or parentheses, we do that first. The next, we look for, does it have an exponent? That should be the second thing we'll do. The third thing, does it have a multiplication sign? We do that as the third thing. And the fourth, we divide. After division, is there a case to add? We add. That's the fifth step. And finally, we will subtract. Note this. It is very important. So let's solve a real example. Just the one that we solved earlier. Let's repeat it and now know who is correct and who is wrong. Example 1 from what we had earlier. The question is 3 plus 4 times 2. We said the order of operation that we are going to use is PEMDAS. So in order to solve this properly, we'll start asking ourselves question one after the other. Since P stands for parenthesis, do we have any parentheses in this question? No. So we skip that. Second one, exponent E. Does this question contain any exponential value or number? The answer is no. The third one is multiplication. Do we have any multiplication symbol here? Yes. Here is it. So we do that first. So let us write this question 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2. So we will multiply first. When we multiply these two, 4 times 2, we'll have 8. You see? We'll keep asking ourselves question again using the PEMDAS. Do we have division? No. Do we have addition? Yes, because addition is the next math operation there. So we'll bring it down. 3 plus 8. and our answer will be 11. And the person that got 11 is correct. So this is correct because we followed the universal rule of order of operation, which is PEMDAS. Let's solve another example. Example 2. If you have a question like this, open parenthesis, 3 plus 4 close parenthesis times 2. Remember, the order of operation we are following is what? PEMDAS. So ask ourselves still the same question. First, do we have any parentheses or brackets? Look at this. Yes, we do. So therefore, we'll first of all solve any question that is inside that. And in this case, it is 3 plus 4. So for clarity's sake, we are writing the question. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Whenever you simplify the expression inside the parentheses, you don't need to add the parentheses again because the expression has been solved. So the next math operation there is multiplication. Do you have any exponents? No. Do you have any multiplication? Yes. So we'll do multiplication. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. So following this order is correct. If someone chooses to do the multiplication first, you see the person will get a totally different answer that is different from this, and that will be wrong. Parentheses in this case changes the priority. It comes first. We prioritize this first because the order of operation says that we should do it first whenever we see it in an equation or in an expression. Let's do another example. In this case, that will have an exponent, and that is our example 3. We have 6 plus 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2. Now, if you choose to go from right to left or from left to right, you get 2 different answers, but we are sticking to the universal agreement of order of operation, which is what? PEMDAS. I like writing it down first so that it will guide me on what to do in solving any math equation. First, do we have parentheses? No. Do we have exponents? Yes, we do. And that is our number 3. Remember we said that exponent is just another way of expressing or multiplying a number repeatedly. So this is just telling us multiply 3 2 times. So this is 3 times 3. You can have a number 4 raised to power 7. This is another way of telling you multiply 4 7 times, and that is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. How many now? 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 4. So since we have an exponent in this expression, we will do it first. So for clarity's sake still, let's write our expression again. So 3 to the power of 2 is what? 3 times 3 is 9. So since we've done it first, multiply by 3 times 3, 9. The next after exponent is multiplication. Do we have multiplication here? Yes, it is between 2 and 9. So we'll do it as our second math operation. 6 plus 2 times 9 is what? 18. Okay, so look at this. The next one is division. Do we have division? No. Do we have addition? Yes. And that's the only math operation remaining. It is between what? 6 and 18. So 6 plus 18 is what? That should give us 24. And that is the correct answer. So let's talk about the common mistakes that students make using the math operation or order of operations. So the first common mistake that students normally make, the first common mistake is what? Doing the operations the way you see them. That is a very terrible mistake that students make sometimes. The second one is thinking that multiplication always comes before division. I'll explain this well now. Okay, let us clarify the second mistake. Let's use an example number 4. Example 4. If you have a question that has just 2 math operations, let's say division and multiplication. In this case, the question is 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 2. You know, we have the order of operation that we are following, which is PEMDAS, right? But we just have only 2 math operations here, which are division, which is between 12 and 3, and multiplication, which is between 3 and 2. Our PEMDAS from what you've seen said that we should do multiplication first, right? Before division. We should do division second. But there is a very special thing that we need to pay attention to. Multiplication and division, they both have the same rank. They are equal. So we consider them equally. So when we have situations like this, we solve from left to right. If it is multiplication that it is on the left, we solve it first. If it is division, in this case, we will solve it first. Let us solve it using this original rule, which we are following. So if we do multiplication first, we have 12 divided by 3 times 2 is 6. So 12 divided by 6 should give us 2, right? That's doing multiplication first. This gave us 2 because we multiplied first. What is if we divide first? Let's divide. So when we divide first, we have 12 divided by 3 is 4. We'll multiply 4 by 2, we'll have 8. So we'll now ask ourselves one question. Which of these is correct? Is it 2 or is it 8? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. But like I have told you, that when you have questions like that just have 2 math operation, which is multiplication and division, or division and multiplication, no matter the order, just go from left to right. So in this case, if we resolve this, we have 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 2. So going from left to right, we'll do the first math operation that is there, and that is division. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 multiplied by 2 will give us 8. And that is the correct answer. So 8 is the correct answer. If we look at another math mistake also using the order of operation, this should be example 5. If you have a question that has 2 math operations, in this case, let's say subtraction and addition. The question is, which one do we do first? Yes, our main order of operation is telling us to do addition before subtraction. But the truth is, if we do addition before subtraction, in this case, we will be wrong because we consider addition and subtraction to be of the same equal priority. They are equal. So the same thing we did when we had just division and multiplication, we went from left to right. We'll still do it here. We'll go from left to right. But let's solve it first using addition. If we solve this using addition, if we add first, we have 10 minus 4 plus 2 is 6. So 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. A person can choose to subtract first. He will get 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2, 6 plus 2 is 8. If we ask ourselves who is correct, is it the person that added first or the person that did subtraction first? You see, they both got different results. One got 4 and one got 8. So because addition and subtraction are of the same priority, equal priority, we'll go from left to right. So let us repeat this question and solve it correctly now. This is 10 minus 4 plus 2. Going from left to right, we have 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is what? 8. So 8 is the right answer. Note, we are not ignoring the PEMDAS rule. Rather, we are recognizing that there are 2 math operations here that have the same equal priorities. In the case of multiplication and division, because they are the only ones there on the equation or the expression, we go from left to right. In this case, we have only 2 math operations, subtraction and addition, so we'll go from left to right. So the very big idea that we need to pass down now is that when we have equal math operations that are equal in rank, let's say multiplication and division, we go from left to right. When we have also addition and subtraction, we'll go from left to right. You do not choose randomly. You just follow the direction the expression is written. So if you enjoyed this video and this episode, kindly click on the subscribe button, the like button, comment your questions, and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode.